Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and this is basically going to be a continuation of just more info on the new event that's come to The Sims 4 this week, as well as how to get all the rewards without having to participate in the event, and also a couple of new things I ended up finding out about the practice makes perfect trait when I played with it for a little bit. So without further ado, let's get right into it. What you're seeing on the screen here is a little walkthrough that The Sims uploaded to their YouTube channel. Basically what you have to do is click the freezer bunny holding the calendar when that appears on your main menu screen, and then you'll get this pop-up showing all the rewards that you can earn. And then there should be a claim button below the reward that you can currently earn. So click on that claim button and you will have that reward unlocked. And you just gotta keep coming back because you have to log in at least 8 times over the course of 4 weeks so that you can get all of these rewards. And you don't have to start the event like right on week 1 since you only need 8 days. So for example, the event has started this week, but if you don't log into your game at all until next week, that does not mean that you've already missed your opportunity to get all the rewards from week 1, like the mini fridge and the dartboard. You can still log in next week, and then your progress starts from there, and you'll get the dartboard first. So it is a little more lenient than I thought it was initially. There is a new event rewards filter under the special category in Build By, as well as Create a Sim. So that's how you can more easily find your rewards once you start getting them. So there's the Create a Sim version of that. But yeah, you don't necessarily have to do all that if you don't want to. Though I would not be surprised if they patch out this exploit pretty quick. But if you want to try this, go into Build By and go to that event rewards filter. I already have it checked off there, but then start checking off the different color filters and you'll see you see the rewards starting to appear in your menu there. So just check off all of them if you want. Of course, you could still just plop down one of them in the world and change the color from there. But if you just want to see all the swatches like that, there you go. Just pick out any one of them without having to wait. Like seriously, this is hilarious. I can't believe it's that easy to get around it. You don't need to download any mods. It's just right there. They might as well just give us all of these permanently once the event is over since they messed this up so bad. As a side note, if you happen to use the tool mod by Twisted Maxi, go download the newly updated version of it because it was blocking that initial login events rewards pop-up, but then yeah, if you update it then it won't happen anymore because yeah, that's what I had to do on my end. Though I still ended up clicking on the freezer bunny anyways because you saw it got a little glitchy. And then I had to close that Riviera Retreat pop-up. That's gonna be a separate review video. But there we go. Now I got the dartboard the legit way, so I don't have to check off any color filters in order to see it in my build mode. There's actually one other thing I've done as well is when I placed all those objects down, I saved them into a room. That's an alternative way of getting all the objects without having to do that workaround. You could even just download one of those rooms on the gallery. I'm sure there's plenty of those already. However, I'm not going to leave Create a Sim out of this one because we do have some rewards there too. And there is a way to get those. So for the practice makes perfect trait, you just want to keep hitting the randomize button by the traits until you see the icon pop up for it. It took me about a minute. I don't know, your luck may vary, but then I finally got it, so you should see that face there. Unfortunately, with the hair and necklace, it's more complicated. I had no luck randomizing the hair, though apparently it is possible to still get them through randomization. It might just be randomizing the whole sim, though I had no luck with that either. You could also try downloading a sim off the gallery. I just typed event reward into the search bar, But even then, none of the ones I found had the necklace. You could download Simsy Boy's mod that unlocks it. I'll leave a link to their page in the video description below. Now here's a couple interesting facts about the practice makes perfect trait that I did not get to cover in my previous video. So there is a new self-interaction available just by clicking on your sim called Take a Mindful Walk, and it will have the trait icon beside it so it stands out a bit more. And what happens is that your sim will just go for a walk for a bit, and then once they're done, they'll get a +2 focus buff. So that is kind of a neat little thing. It is similar, though, to what we've had with a couple of previous packs. Like, there's something similar with emotional mindfulness and snowy escape, and there's a nature walk if you're part of the gardener career with seasons. I also noticed a new want that can pop up if you have the new trait, so practice is skill. Enough with doing nothing, it's time to get some practice done. So you just practice any skill in order to fulfill that want. And if you click on a shower, there is a new option to take a soothing shower. And what that does is it gives your sim a +2 inspired buff. We already have a very similar interaction with take a thoughtful shower, but that only gives a +1 inspired compared to the +2 of the soothing shower. One last thing I didn't get to show off earlier is the full list of food that you can get from the vending machine. So there's actually no trigs in it, which I find a little weird, but yeah, that's what it is. And that is basically it for this login event. So even though it is a little more lenient than I thought it was, I still think this is really terrible. This is the sort of thing that I was worried was going to happen when the base game initially went free. It's dangerously close to the whole Battle Pass thing, because even though this first event has all free stuff, I would not be shocked if a future one changed it up so that there was some kind of paid tier. And they did say in an article that it's not always going to be just logging in. There could end up being one in the future where you have to do a quest. So it is almost like, oh, like in Dreamlight Valley, where you do objectives to build up points to get rewards. So that's worrying. I do not want The Sims to go in that direction. At least they did confirm that Sims Delivery Express drops aren't going anywhere, events are not replacing them. However, this stuff does make me worry more not just about the future of The Sims 4, but Project Renee. I would not be surprised if this is also, in the long run, a testing ground for very similar things that they'll do with Project Renee. And I do not want Project Renee to go in this direction. It just would be super out of touch. Like, just, oh, really making all this stuff to make it seem like as if the game is getting a lot of engagement, but it's just like very short term, rather than, you know, just making a good game that can get a lot of genuine engagement in the long run. And that would be because it's fun and not by trying to get into people's heads with tactics like fear of missing out. Anyways, that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts on this whole events thing in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!